Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video here on the Untitled channel. So today I got a little, I guess, special video, something a little bit different. I'm going to be basically getting drunk, and here I have this glorious little honey wine in my hand here. Mead, if you want to call it that too. It has a couple different names, and this is a wine my friend Scott brewed, and he does it exceptionally well, and the stuff is like 20% ABV or something like that, and this is his orange variety, and it's fucking awesome. And as you can see, I've already drank in like, half of it or something like that. And anyway, we're gonna be going through some old records of mine. Basically, we're gonna be going through this box of old promo CDs of mine from I guess they mostly date back from like the early to mid 2000s. So we're talking like maybe like, I don't know, 2005 to 2008 time period maybe. And I've mentioned this before in various videos of mine that I used to do a zine called Lunar Hypnosis, and during the various periods that the zine was active, which was originally from 2001 until 2008, I got a lot of promo CDs in the mail, because back in those days, before the digital age showed up and ruined music and all that kind of stuff. If an artist wanted to have their music reviewed, they had to send it to a zine or whatever, to get that press review and all that kind of stuff. So they had no choice. They had to send the CD. They had to make physical CDs. Be it a professionally printed thing or something DIY. They had to do it. There was no choice. And so over the years, I acquired quite a bit of stuff, and what I'm about to show you is a minuscule amount of that stuff. I don't know when it was, but I'll say like 12 years ago. I don't know if I threw it away or just gave it to people, but I had a lot of other shit that I just got rid of because I didn't want it. It was like really shitty black metal and, I don't know, like power metal and stuff like that. I got sent everything when I did this scene. I got sent stuff like black metal, death metal, power metal, all kinds of heavy metal basically. I got sent dark ambient, noise, power electronics, neo-folk, medieval, neoclassical kind of shit, all kinds of good, all kinds of stuff. But I've only kept like a small amount of it over the years, and so that's what we're going to check out today. So, I have this whole big box here, and I guess the last time I looked through this was probably about 3 years ago. I have not looked through this at all before doing this video, so it's going to be totally improv, and basically I'm just going to pull out a release and go and, react to it and tell you about it if I know anything about it, but I have a feeling I'm not going to even know what some of this stuff is. So this is going to end up being a pretty long video, but I'm going to break it up into like, I don't know, several 20-minute parts or something like that. So if you don't have a beer or some other alcoholic beverage, you should get one, and we're going to do this thing. All right. So, yeah, I got sent a lot of different music back in the day. It was mostly a lot of heavy metal stuff, a lot of ambient stuff, dark ambient stuff, and adjust this. I don't like the way it's looking. So yeah, I got sent a lot of different stuff back in the day, a lot of black metal. It seemed like I got sent just like just the shittiest black metal albums in the world got sent to me back in the day, and it was frustrating because as a zine, like, I could have said fuck it and not reviewed a lot of this stuff, but I just felt bad about doing that kind of thing, so I always reviewed everything I got. And I remember there was a time period around, I don't know, 2005, where like I had a stack of promos just like this big sitting on like my computer desk and stuff like that. And it was actually probably a couple stacks. Like it was endless. It constantly came in. And I remember I was like still living with my parents at the time, and like they were like, every day my dad like, what the fuck? Why are you always ordering your stuff? And I like was constantly telling him like, Dad, like, I'm not ordering this stuff. People send this to me for me to review. And he'd be like, why would anyone send anything to you for a review? And like, it was pretty funny, but yeah. So anyway, let's start off, shall we? So this is the first CD I'm pulling out, and I don't know how I originally received this stuff. It may have been in a CD or something, but now I just have this first couple of CDs are all in these paper sleeves. So I'm guessing the label the artist just sent me them, just the CDs originally. So up first is a project called Sombre, how do you pronounce Sombre Forets, and or something, I don't know, it's French. It's this is a project, a black metal project from Montreal, Canada, as I recall. I haven't listened to this many years, but it's a atmospheric black metal stuff. Pretty cool stuff, as I recall. I should probably listen to this again because I don't remember it being too bad at all. And yeah. All right. So next up is more. What the fuck is this? Yeah, it's I don't remember this one at all. Moratorium, Count the Worms. I gotta be honest with you, I don't remember this one at all. What is this? I'm gonna guess and say it's death metal, but if anyone knows this band, feel free to chime in and enlighten me. I don't remember that one at all. Did I mention that you should be drinking while watching this video? Please do. Another black metal album. This is Korith Gorgur. Korith Gorgur? I don't know. But this is the one that was on Ketzer Records, which was a German record label. And I remember this was pretty just high speed, just crazy Marduk, Dark Funeral-esque styled black metal, you know, just constant 250 mile an hour blast beats and screeching vocals about Satan taking over the world and so on and so forth. That's I remember this one. I don't know what album this is because it doesn't indicate on the CD, but yeah. Kurth Gorgur, everyone. Alright. Another oddity. This is Formlof, something like that. This was this is a Norwegian metal project that sort of blended a lot of different styles together, as I recall. I think it was something like black metal, but it like had this like comedy twist to it or something. Like it was like, we don't want to be serious, so we're just gonna make this album with like a bunch of silly shit in it. And then, like it was like Mr. Bungle gone black metal or something like that. Like seriously, like that's what it sounded like. And I have no idea if this project's still together, but I remember it was just like I remember listening to this and thinking like, there's cool shit in here, but like it's a comedy metal band, so like it was silly. Like it was like satirical black metal. Like what is the I don't know. I mean, I just remember thinking, like, this would have been cool if they just would have taken it seriously and just made a straight black metal album, but they had to make it silly. I don't know, I guess that's just their thing. Yeah. Alright. So this is a compilation from Gasm Records. And I'll just hold it there for a minute so you can read some of the projects that are on there. What I remember from this one was, this is just a sampler they sent up. Gasm Records is, or was, a record label out of, I want to say, Baltimore, Maryland. They released a lot of like black metal, death metal, doom metal. I don't remember them really having anything too memorable on the label. That's kind of what I don't remember. I don't think I own any records from them anymore all these years later. I remember they sent me quite a bit of stuff, so this was a sampler. I guess I must have reviewed it because otherwise it wouldn't be in here. Whatever. What does that say? Well, there's the French word appears to be the album title. Fill in the blank. Next. Oh yeah. So VLE. Yeah, this was a cool little project that was oh, it's cool glare I'm getting on my camera on there, hey? Right. This was a project, I guess this was probably sent to me, it says 2001 on here, so I guess this was sent to me quite a while ago. This was a project, I can't imagine where they were from, but this was a weird project that sort of blended like atmospheric rock metal with dark ambient and new age and black metal and some other random shit. I remember this being not too bad. I haven't listened to this in ages. I should really listen to this. Wow, 2001 that came out. It's been a long time since I listened to this. Cool. If any of these projects, like, you're like, holy shit, I haven't listened to ages, please comment and let me know, you know, what it was. And here, this envelope is just filled with numerous CD. Oh, that's not it. That's just my old portfolio when I was in college. Yeah. We'll skip that one. Interesting, nevertheless. I haven't looked at that. I can't imagine what's on that CDR. Alright, we're finally getting through all these promos in the white envelopes, and this is Symbiosis and Urukai's United Split City. And obviously they just, I want to say the guy from Symbiosis sent this to me, because I can't remember the guy's name, Stefano maybe? He was making a lot of EPs and albums back in the early 2000s with his project Symbiosis. No! Valerio Orandini, that's what his name was. He was making quite a few releases with Symbiosis back in the early 2000s, and I think like he got in touch with like every zine out there, so he kind of built up a good reputation back in those days. Appears to be, this is interesting. So I guess it was released as a cassette tape, but he just sent me the CDR. That's cool, I guess. I wish he'd, oh, upside down. Is it upside down there? Oh, it's up. So I guess he did send me the cassette layout, but didn't send me the actual cassette. Interesting. Well, that's another one I should probably look out for, and check out again, because Symbiosis was somewhere between, like, dungeon synth and dark ambient and neoclassical. I don't know, some stuff like that. Cheers. Oh, shit. Marimon Dudensrek. This was another one. This goes way back. This is like probably like, Jesus, I would say fucking like 2003, 2004. This was like melodic black metal, kind of like the Finnish black metal band Katamania, if you ever heard of them. This is what it was. I mean, well, okay, I guess just maybe it was more melodic death metal than black metal, but they used like black metal vocals and I think they had corpse paint on. Is there anything in the booklet here? No, it's just a paper sleeve and the CDR. Very excited. But yeah, I remember liking this quite a bit. This is another one I just should really sit down and listen to again. This was, I think it was like 3 or 4 songs. Oh, this is a promotional copy of the demo, Dodensreich. Enjoy this piece of dark metal of death. We also would like to thank everyone who has given us a response on earlier work. Yeah. Yeah. I think this band eventually, like, they never made a full album, but I think they eventually, like, progressed into, like, that sort of, like, melodic, hardcore sound that, like, In Flames was doing around, like, 2004, 2005, like, not very good at all, but they eventually progressed into that, and I think they broke up shortly thereafter. I don't know, I can't fucking remember. This is a good one. Darko Vengeance. This is a local band from here in wherever it is I come from. This is a 3-song album a 3-song demo they released. The drummer of the band I've been friends with for many years. He's a really nice, eccentric guy. I haven't seen him in a long time and I miss him because it was always fun getting drunk with him and listening to heavy metal records. I think this was all they ever released was this demo. I think they had recorded a full-length album, but it never got released for whatever reason. But yeah, this was like sort of thrashy death metal. I don't know. I listened to this like one single time and saw him play live a few times back in the day, but yeah. Oh, look at that cover artwork. That's pretty cool. Look at that grim-ass motherfucker. I think, oh yeah, this is another Sombre Fordret French project, which I'm continuing to fail to pronounce correctly because I don't know how to fucking speak French. But yeah, this was another, I should really listen to this stuff, because some of this stuff is really darkly atmospheric and really great for winter. So I will have to add that to my list. Yeah, cool stuff. Anyone know this project? I think you should definitely check it out if you haven't. I really need to listen to this again. This was cool stuff as I recall. Oh yeah, Spectral Lore. This project has become pretty popular in the black metal and atmospheric black metal scene in the past decade or so. But this is his second album when he was still playing pretty much just raw black metal. And this album was released. Was released originally, I think, as just as a CDR, but it eventually got. Pardon my hiccups. I'm getting drunk. It was later on released as like a special wooden box set, which again contained a CDR. But yeah, this was like the original version, so I don't know if that's rare or something like that. Maybe it is, but this was a really cool album. Like, it was raw black metal, but it had just really cool riffs, really great atmosphere to it. Really great stuff. I should listen to that again. It's been a really long time. Okay. Ooh. Well, I don't know what that logo says, but Die Occulta Philosophia Amice Tenebrae is the title of this record. Anyone know this one? Stop making that glare on the camera, fucker. Cool. Yeah. Jeez, man. What is this? Well, it's definitely black metal, that's for sure. This fucking dude. Hell fucking yeah. I literally don't know what this is. Oh! Venicium. Beneficium. This was another band from like Montreal, Canada, I want to say. This was like symphonic black metal, as I remember. Yeah, holy shit, it's been a long time since I listened to this. I remember, yeah, it was like symphonic and sort of neoclassical, but I gotta listen to this again. I think this was a fucking cool album. Yeah. I've been in such a black metal mode lately, it's like literally all I've been listening to, so it's kind of exciting going through this box and seeing all this stuff. Alright. Betrayed. Or Betray Ed. So, this is a project that was somewhere between like ambient, dungeon synth, doom metal, neo folk, and some other shit like that. I got it. It was basically one dude, but he always had a lot of collaborators on each album. He was a French guy. His name was Francois, and I actually did the cover photo and layout for this album. So it was kind of cool seeing this. Again, I haven't listened to this in years, but this is a photo I took, and then yeah, I did put a text on there, I think. But it was a very awkward packaging because, as you can see, it's literally just two pieces of paper stapled together, and then the CD is put inside. And I remember at the time, I was like, what the fuck? Like, who does a release like that? Like, what? And it wasn't the band, a label actually releases, I think. And then the label, and then the actual CDR is fucking cool as hell. And it's one of those, like, vinyl-looking CDRs. And here's the thing, like, this was released back in, like, 2009, I think, and like, I don't know where you would have even gotten something like this back in 2009. Like, that's fucking cool as hell. Like, that was cool as hell back in 2000. I remember thinking, like, wow, it's on a super cool looking CDR, but why is the packaging look like fucking shit? I was really confused. But, God, I don't remember what this particular release was. I think this was one of those more doomy and neo-folk and neoclassical or something, but, Betrayed, yeah. He was an artist, his name was Francois. I don't remember his last name, but he had published several albums through lastfm.com, which used to be a fun little place to discover music before I think they got sued by multiple artists and stuff like that for I don't know. I think that like they illegally like streamed music from their site or something like that. I know. Like King Crimson got really pissed at him, or something like that. Like of all the bands in the world, fucking King Crimson got really pissed at him. But yeah, Last FM used to be a cool place, and he published a lot of albums on there, and you could download them, stream them, whatever you wanted. And I don't know if he's ever published that stuff on like Bandcamp. I should probably reach out to him again, because this was like cool stuff. It was lo-fi, and it was amateurish, but it was cool ambient neo-folk and atmospheric doomish stuff. I don't know. Whatever. All right, I don't remember this. I do remember this one, but I haven't listened to it in many years. This is Ashram's Shining Silver Skies. This was a neoclassical band from Italy. And I remember this stuff was like had really like somber vocals and, neoclassical mood to lots of violins and shit like that. Piano, vocals, violin are the main instruments. Yeah. God, I haven't listened to this in ages. But here, this promo CD contains a little bio on there, and this was released by Equilibrium Music, which is or was a record label from Portugal, Lisbon? I don't fucking know. I should listen to this again, especially when I'm like depressed and want to kill myself, which is more often than I care to share. All right, fucking A, Moonstar, yeah. This is I want to say this was their fifth album. I love Finnish language so much. I can't pronounce that. I haven't listened to this album in many years. This was released on The End Records and apparently some other label called Unruly Sounds. But this album was cool because it was like two super long songs. One song's 30 minutes and 10 seconds, and one song is 26 minutes and 19 seconds, which I think at the time, like, people were like, oh my god, that's so fucking cool. Like, super long songs, black metal songs, or Viking metal songs, or folk metal songs, whatever the fuck you want to call them. But, yeah, it was pretty cool at the time, even though, like, when you listen to this, you can clearly see that there's, like, I don't know, like, 7 or 8 smaller songs in this 26 and 30 minute song, but whatever.